Hello guys, welcome to Konidana Classroom. And in this class, we are going to learn more about Power BI, right? But before that, you would have already seen so many videos on YouTube, just like how it is being displayed here, that you can learn Power BI in just 5 minutes. Is it true? You can create a dashboard in just 10 minutes, in just 5 minutes. Is that really true? So let's see if we can actually do that. Okay. So we'll get started and let me show you Power BI. Okay, so Power BI dashboard is something. First of all, I'll give you an introduction about Power BI. Power BI is a Microsoft product. Okay, the reason why Power BI is so famous nowadays is because what it can give as a dashboard. Okay, a dashboard is something like a simple PPT slide. It's just one slide. Okay, maybe more than that as well. Okay, but most of the time, it's just one slide which has most of the information about the company's data. Okay, so which can be displayed in a meeting. Okay, let's say. So if you display in a meeting and you'd be like, so uh, all the stakeholders, all the manager, general managers, listen up. So this is what is happening in the data, and the sales this month has gone very much high thanks to me. Something like that, right? So you can explain for those people who can't understand numbers, but they can do understand plots. So that's why Power BI is always used. Okay, so now in this Power BI session, we're going to learn if is it possible to create a dashboard in just quickly 9 or 10 minutes or max 15 minutes. So let's get it done, right? So so far, now I'm going to use a data set, okay, which I have opened up here. So this data set is a data set, okay, which has lot of information about order number, okay, and then just give me a second. Yeah, oh, it's just keep on going. Anyway, no problem. So it has order numbers, it has about the product, it has about year and the product that is being shipped. Is it shipped or not? And what is the product name? All these things it has been kept here. Okay. It also has date and overall. Okay. So we are going to understand from this data set how we can create a dashboard. Okay. So let's get started. And here, right, we go. So this is how Power BI looks like. Okay. The moment you log into Power BI, there it will show you a lot of other projects that you have done. Okay. And there are different ways that you can get your data, not just as an Excel, but also in one lake data, but also in SQL Server. Okay. So far, we are just going to click on blank report. Okay. Because we want to create a report right now. A report in the sense, a dashboard. So let's see how it looks. Okay. Now, the moment I log in here, I see there are a lot of plots to the right side. And there is some data over here, and there is insert option, modeling, view, a lot of other things. I know as a beginner, it's quite a bit confusing, but no problem. I'm here to help you out. So you see here, if you have an Excel file data, you can take it from here. You can import that file from your local system and put it in the Power BI. So let's do that. But I can't click here because the file that I have is not actually Excel file. It is a CSV file. So to do that, I'll just click on get data and there is a CSV file option. I click on that. Okay. And yeah, this is the data that I want, which I have kept it in music. Why? I don't know. I just kept it there. Okay. So I'm going to click on this and I'm going to open and now it's loading. Okay. While it is loading, right, I would like to tell you how exactly, why exactly people say you can create a dashboard in just 5 or 6 or 10 minutes max, right? So the reason why you can do that is because of one thing, that is your data is already cleaned. Okay. Imagine, bro, if your data is completely cleaned and it is in proper format. Okay. Then you can just straight away go start creating the dashboard. Okay. Right now, you look at the data set, bro. Okay. The moment you look at the data set, you will be shocked that every data here is cleaned. Cleaned in the sense there is no missing value, there is no unwanted numbers, everything is clean only. Data is completely there here. So data is clean. So, since the data is clean, I don't have to clean it by clicking on transform data. So, when I click on transform data, what happens is my entire data can be changed as per my wish. I can change this column, I can rename this column, I can remove the entire column, I can remove 500 rows from this. I can click on price each and change each of these values inside. I can change the data set however I want. Okay. which is possible just by clicking on transform data. But you need to click on transform data when your data is not cleaned. Okay, but this data is cleaned. So we'll click on load. So now it is loading right away. Okay, the moment it loads, right, there are pending changes in your queries that haven't been applied. It's fine, no problem. So it is loading, loading, and loaded. So the moment it loads, right, you see there is a change that happened in the right hand side. So what just happened in the right hand side? The data set is loaded, it's imported on this time, on this date. Now I'm going to click on this option. Oh, there you see there are a lot of columns. What are those columns? It's similar to what you see here. Similar columns exist here as well, but it is given in such a way that you can choose and you can do whatever the graph that you want to do. Okay. Now I'm noting the time right away. So let's see if we can actually get it done in 10 minutes. Okay. So I see here I want a dashboard. So to see a dashboard, I'll go to view. Okay. And I can have a lot of options. Okay. I'll click on any one of those things which is important and which looks nice for me. So I think this looks nice. I click on this. This is a bluish, pinkish type of thing. Okay, which is fine. Okay, good. And then I see there are a lot of other things here. Okay, so the first thing that I would like to do is explain you the columns. So there are many columns. I want you to take a look at this. Okay, because you're not just creating a dashboard without understanding what your columns can do. Right? You need to understand your column. So understanding the column goes this way. You see, there is under address line two. You need that. You don't need it. City you need for sure, right? But there are a lot of things. So in order to display the dashboard to the stakeholders or for your company people or for your senior manager, right? You need to make sure that you give some information which they are looking for. Let's say the company is looking for the sales that's happening across country. Okay, across the country, how is the sales happening? So I need to click on country once, which is one. Okay. And I also want to click on sales. Where is sales? Where is sales? Oh, there is sales. I click on this. Okay. So now I just ended up with this. Okay. Sales by country. Sum of sales by country. Now I click on this, right? Now I click on this, I will get a graph. See, the graph isn't, it is nice, right? I can zoom in and I can see. And by the look of it, you can actually say, that across this country, there is this much, there is this much. Bro, India, though, there is no product in India, bro. Seriously. The products are all over Europe and North America. This company is some transporter, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, so oh, sorry. I need to reduce the size of this because you cannot fit everything like big into this, right? So you can scroll up inside, no problem. So I'll fit this here for now, just for now. Okay. Now the next part is what else we can add from this. So sales by sum of sales by country, we just had it just by clicking on this particular thing, right? Isn't that nice? Just give me a second, guys. Yep. So yeah, so this looks nice. But what else we can do actually? So there is one thing here, bro. Okay, that is year ID is okay. Why don't we actually have a thing here put which is like a year? So year is a column which has 2000, 2001, 2002 like that. No, so we can use year column to see on which year there is a high, which year there is low, like that. We can do it, right? So I click on year ID. Okay, and right now it looks like this, but there is fortunately there is a graph here called slicer. I'll show you this one. The moment I click on this, it looks like this. Okay, and this can be used for slicing purpose. Okay, for now I'll put it here, and this I think it's better if I. Arre, arre, it's not coming. It's coming. So I put it here. Okay, so slicer I have put here. Okay, isn't that nice? Now, the moment I can just, scroll in this, mm, why am I not able to scroll? Oh, there is 2003, 2005. That's all. Huh? I think apparently there is one more date, I guess, one more year thing. Phone, order date, product line, quantity, postal code, MSRP, deal size, country, city. No, unfortunately, there's nothing in the year tag, but it's okay. So 2003, 2004, 2005 is what we have kept here. Okay, which is still good enough. Now, let's say I have this right away. For example, I want to click on the sales. Okay, I want to click on the sales. Okay, and then I also want to click on the product line. Product line is a data, okay, which is just telling me that which product were as the most higher sales. Okay, so it's just giving me the idea. That's all. So I'll just put that up here. Okay, and I think this could be somewhere here, big enough. And what else I can add? I can probably add, customers. Do you have anything related to customers? Or we have customers, customer name, country. Oh, customer and country. Isn't that nice? Customer and country. Which country has most number of customers? Is there any most number of customers related here? Order number, order line, status, territory. Oh, territory. Okay. Hmm. Okay. 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 Fine. So we'll click on country and then we'll also click on, let's say, order number, postal code. No, no. Customer name. Okay, customer name. So we have put some customer names over here. But this graph is not something that I want to look for. Probably I can put some bar chart. Okay, but it's definitely not a number thing. So it wouldn't make sense to put customer name. So let's change it to some other thing. Customer first name, last name. This is customer name, deal size. I don't know, month ID, MSRP. Okay, order date. There are a lot of things. Price each. Okay, okay. So we click on price each. So we see the sum of price each they are paid for the product. And I see it looks dashing, isn't it? So this graph right over here, you can actually change it, you know. You don't need to put it like this way. You can actually change it. You can click on this graph, you see. See, you instead of having the same thing, you can change it. You can also put this, right? Isn't that nice? You can also scroll through this. See, isn't that great? Right? So you can have this or probably yeah, I think we'll stick on to this because you can actually scroll down into these things. Okay, so these are all the few things that I can add. Let's say I want to see for 2003, okay, 2003. So this is, see, it's changing. How it's changing, you see, you notice, right? It just changed, right? I can slide through this and I can change the values. But instead of year, no, I think it's better if I put some other month or something if I have any. Month ID is there. Why don't we put this? Don't you think? Wouldn't that be nice instead of year? So month ID. I'll put this. There are 12 months. So see, it keeps on changing. Oh, nice. So this is what 12 months that you have. Okay. And it keeps on changing. So now, so these are all the columns that you have. No, let's say you want to perform something like average, average product customer has taken, or sum of all the products, or median or mode, all those things. If you want to put, you can actually put that through something called as a measure. So you need to go to home and you need to click on new measure and it will pop you in with something like this. So that's a formula. So now let's say I want to put that as an average. So it says average. So I click on average, okay. Then it Power BI only leads me to this. See, it only led me to this. And in this, probably I can choose, let's say I scroll down, average sales. Don't you think average sales would be a better thing? So I'll end this with this, and I can change the name of this measure. Let's say I just give measure only right now. Oh, did I enter it? Oh, damn. Okay. So I have put measure here, but measure is not a good thing. I need to change the name. So I rename the change. So I rename the name with average sales. Was that sales by any chance? Yeah, it is. So I renamed it. Right now I have this. Okay. So let's say I click on this. Okay. I just clicked on it and I got something. And I just don't want any other things to be there. So I'll put that as a display. So right now the display is something like this. So I just drag it down and post it somewhere here. Okay, I've fitted it in here. And like this, I can just keep on putting the same, some other things here, some other things here, just so you know that I can fill something there. Okay. And the moment I do it and finish it off, okay, now the thing is I can just, change this and this value changes. Average sales changes. See how it changes? Right? So the entire thing is keep on changing based on the month that I have put. Okay, let's say I want to see if it's in year. Okay, let's say if I put it in year, or there is month. Okay, month I'll remove. All right. So there are 3 months, and I'll put this as a slicer only because a slicer is always nice. See, I can just click on 2004, 2005, and these things are changing. Wait, why it is not looking as a slicer for now? Is it because did I click three things? No. Hmm. Okay, slicer. Anyway, it's not working, but usually it does. Okay, so you can slice through these things, or you can click on this, and it just keeps on changing. That's all, guys. Okay, so this is just a very minimal thing that we have done. But imagine if you had a little bit of more time, how accurate you can make this graph. And now this graph tells me a lot of things. It just tells, see, there is around somewhere around zero point 0.5 million of sales that's been happening. Zero point 0.5 million of sales that's been happening. Oh, okay, okay, fine. So my zoom in, zoom out is a problem right now. Yeah, this fits good. So it says plastic something, okay, and at the moment I click on this, remaining everything becomes not highlighted. So it just shows only that product line ka customers. And let's say I want to see vintage cars. Vintage cars, if I see, no, these are the product lines. And this is the average sales for winter cars, vintage cars. Let's say I want to see ships. How many ships has been sailed? Average sales for ship is 3.37, thousand like that. And then the country is based on here. Only these four countries places. Okay, and USA is the top notch for that. Finland is the second, and the last is Australia for buying ships. I want to see motorcycle. Motorcycle USA is always the top. Okay, but Singapore is the last. UK is like fourth. France is second, like this. See how accurate I can make things. And trains though, USA, Spain, Japan, and France. Oh wait, Japan is less. Oh, that's bad. Japan has more innovative technology, so they should be the one who should, just give out things, I guess. Not USA, but anyway. So these are all the things. Okay. So this is how you can create a dashboard in a very minimal amount of time and you can showcase it. Okay. But trust me, you can do this dashboard in a very minimal amount of time only when your data is cleaned. Okay. But if your data is not cleaned, instead of loading, you have to transform. So it takes time. Okay. So don't believe everything that you see in YouTube and be like, hey, I can create dashboard ma in 5 minutes. No, you can't until unless your data is in proper format. Okay. So with this note, I'll end today's session. So we'll see you in some other videos. Okay. See you guys. Bye bye. Have fun.